Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, there's a whole bunch of banning going on from Plarium right now. And there's a whole bunch of kind of like throwing around what it could be. Is it to do with RSL Helper? Is it the HH Optimizer? Is it something else? I just wanted to share my insights. Also, let people know that I've been doing a ton of digging on this because I guess one of the things which we pride ourselves on at HH Gaming is like honesty and integrity. In fact, almost every time we're thinking about releasing like a feature or something, you know, one of the things that Fiction and I look at is there any chance this affects the way we're viewed as a group? Okay, whether you like me and my content, whether you think that I use too much high-end gear on my stuff, all of that is kind of irrelevant. It's more about, you know, when someone looks at the whole kind of like HH Gaming brand, the stuff we do on the website, the stuff we do with the optimizer, the stuff we do on the channels, it fits in line with this kind of like integrity of person. And you know, we will only bring people into the team that we think have got the same type of, you know, morality, I guess, as we've got. So I just want to lay that out there up front. Now, in all the time that I've played Raid, there's been two occasions where I've seen a lot of bans. And the first one was when people started to use the cheat engine and massively speed up their runs. Okay, and Raid have got something back of house that basically just detects if runs are being completed super quick. So when I heard about these bans coming through, I was thinking, you know what? I've seen a lot of people since the dungeon changes sharing teams where it's like, oh, I've just done a 5-second clear of Phantom Shogun. In fact, my team, 11 seconds. Yeah, so my first thought was, I bet Raid is picking up on these quick teams and is calling them out as cheat engine running mistakenly. That was my first thought. And that's still to be the case, by the way. I'm not sure, because I don't know the ins and outs of the individuals that have been banned. But that was one of my thoughts, was somebody's got one of these teams where it's like a Georgid or a Fushan just doing like multiple hits really quickly. And then they've got like a super quick team, like a 1-second farm. I've seen people with 1 second, 2-second farms. And that would be caught by the Raid cheat engine. And potentially that could lead to bans. I don't know. The second reason why I've seen people banned like en masse is currency fraud, I guess. So, you know, buying currencies through a third party, which somehow then transition it back into Raid. I don't know exactly how it works, honestly, but ultimately buying packs for serious amounts less than they should cost. And there was a whole kind of like unveiling of it, and loads of people got banned for that. Now, in this particular one, it does seem different, okay? And I guess just to go to the integrity part, so I released a video on Fateless yesterday where I talked about, you know, the reality of indie game development, right? Because you know, we've had to unpick, I guess, some of the stuff that we'd put in place, and we're going to change it up. And it's literally because we didn't think that players would enjoy the game mode as we had it. A bunch of testers were playing it, and it was like, we need to change it today, even though we spent 6 months on the overall design of it. And it's probably set us back a couple of weeks. But anyway, there's a video there if you want to understand what I'm talking about. And there's a little sneak peek, a good video. I posted this in Discord yesterday. Anubis is ready for action in his T-pose right now. But yeah, so we kind of take the good with the bad with this stuff. But anyway, we saw some stuff coming in the Discord around bans. And we've got Fenris Wolf here posted on my Discord. After using the web optimizer on phone, I was banned for 48 hours. I've used this tool for a long time before. Plarium think I want to manipulate memory data for personal effort. And I'm like, that doesn't sound like the optimizer, because we don't manipulate the Raid data in any way, like in any form. We do not inject anything into Raid. If you think about the way the Raid optimizer works, it's like looking at your information on your local device and taking a screenshot in a moment of time. I don't think Raid could even detect it, certainly not on a PC or a Mac. I don't think Raid would even know if anyone is using the optimizer, because it doesn't do anything to the game. You still have to go in and equip your gear and all that type of stuff. It doesn't do anything within the game. So immediately we were like, That doesn't sound like it could possibly be the optimizer, but still, we take anything like this so seriously, and all of the dev team went looking. Have we implemented anything that could start to create like false positives for, you know, like malware or anything like that? Is there anything we've done that possibly could have caused this? Because we take it seriously. And then a day later, we saw 2 more cases. So Crouching Grandpa is one of the mods on the Discord, and basically Discord manager between both Fateless and HH Gaming. He was like, hold on a minute, we've now got a couple more users. This might be an issue. And basically they were both banned at exactly the same time. And as soon as I see that, I'm like, hold on a second. This is a case of, I wonder if this is the same time. Yeah, it is. This is a case now of multiple people at the same time taking a ban, which means that Raid have found something, and they're calling it here suspicious activity, and something that they're looking at is not like adding up from Raid. So we're now like, damn, this is actually potentially serious now. What's going on? So we start to try and understand what's going on, and you know, we were understanding like what other programs do people use, how are they doing it, and it was honestly, it was very inconclusive because people were all doing different things, which again we were like, this is weird. But suspicious activity again does not sound like something to do with the optimizer. And I'm not too close to what's going on with RSL Helper in terms of what Fabersoft does. I don't use it. I've used it in the past. I don't use it right now. I know that he does do some stuff where he injects stuff into the game, but all of that, as far as I'm aware, is signed off by Raid, and you know they kind of have, you know, a back and forth around what he is and is not allowed to input. That doesn't mean he couldn't have written code wrong and, you know, he's done something which needs to be unpicked. But again, it's inconsistent because I've seen another one somewhere where they said, I don't use any of them. I don't use any of the tools. So yeah, it's unlikely to be something like that. Another one here was basically just saying, on one account, I use both applications, and on one account was banned of the 2. So he's got two accounts here, Irvin Atlanta. 2 accounts using both applications. One of them I used less was actually the one that was banned. Again, no firm indication as to why I was banned. It could have nothing to do with either of the apps. And we think it's got nothing to do with either of the apps, by the way. That's where we think it's at. We think Raid have detected something else. They can't come forward officially and say the optimizer's fine, because if we ever did anything that pissed them off, then they could still come back and say technically it's against term of service, and therefore anyone who's using it we could just punish. So they're not allowed to come forward and say, yeah, it's absolutely fine with like some big announcement. But I had a chat with them and said, is it possible that people are being banned for RSL Helper or HH Optimizer? And they said, no, we wouldn't ban people for that. But they weren't allowed to tell me what's actually causing the ban. So I guess as far as I can, just want to make sure that you guys have got some confidence that, firstly, we take these things seriously. Secondly, we're looking to every case to make sure we think we're doing everything exactly as we should be. And then sort of following up to say, is it possible it's us? And we're being told, no, it's not possible, it's you guys. So there's definitely something else going on. As I say, I'd love to know if the people that are banned have downloaded this hack thing. But again, maybe it's a combination of some people have downloaded this hack thing, so Raider have got their awareness heightened around speed running, and then at the same time, some people have found ways to do dungeons super quick, and they're kind of being brought into the mix. So that combination of the two could be a thing, but it certainly is messy right now. And I think the sooner that Raid could come out and just say, we've seen multiple people doing this thing, and therefore we're banning people, the better, honestly, because, you know, it gives people a bit more confidence around what's going on. We haven't seen, ban wave like this since probably, probably when the speed engine came in and Stu Gaming was showing it off and he got banned, and a whole bunch of other people got banned at the same time. So yeah, hopefully we get like a definitive, this is the cause. But as far as we are concerned and aware and have been informed, HH Optimizer's got nothing to do with it. I just wanted to make you aware of that, because I know literally tens of thousands of people use it on a daily basis. I don't want you to be worried that suddenly we've done something different. Anyway, there you go, guys. Bit of a crazy one for the day. But yeah, enjoy your day. I'll see you soon.